Yeah. In vogue, glamorous. Natalia, living the glamorous life.
From Studio A in sunny Florida, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Today's show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And here's your host and glamour girl, makeup artist, Cindy Getz.
Well, bonjour, everybody. Welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio. It's going to be so exciting today.
I just realized what the Perrier was about.
Yes,
With the
cheers.
bonjour.
Come on,
yes.
bring it in. Bring it
Cheers.
in.
Cheers.
Okay,
Here we go.
Lori's wondering why I have
just
water in a
realized.
bottle
I
instead
got
of alcohol.
Chardonnay,
Cheers, guys.
and it, could have worked, but that's okay. We got it.
So listen, as you know, Perrier is an iconic French brand of water. And so keep this in mind for later in the show because water plays a big part
Yes, it does.
of the show.
Yes, it does.
Very big part.
Yes.
So anyway, we have Lori, one of my best buddies on the show today. He's becoming a regular on Beauty and the Beach Radio.
I know.
Yes!
It's great.
We
It's
have
really
a fan
fun.
club.
I know. No, we do.
We can add one to Boo now.
I
Right?
know, right?
Boo,
Exactly.
Boo and Barry.
That's right.
That sounds so cute.
Oh,
Boo and Barry.
There you go.
Okay. Well, Barry Shapiro, welcome back.
Thank you.
And, we're just chatting a little bit. And first of all, you guys, I want to make sure that we at Beauty and Beach Radio tell you how glad we are that Vero Beach is fine and okay. Now, I know that there was some damage, some minor damage, but for the most part, our town
Yes.
did survive
did.
Hurricane
We
Irma.
did.
So
We did.
I know we're all grateful. We were just talking before we went on air about the hurricane situation because it continues on.
Yes. It's
In the
still
islands.
hurricane season.
Yes.
So they continue to crank up over the Atlantic
Yes.
and other parts of the world, as Barry
Yes.
was mentioning, that we don't hear things about India and some of the other places,
Yes.
but it's still going on around the world.
And I think Puerto Rico is hurting a little bit right
Yeah,
now.
they
And
are.
so
Yeah, some of those Leeward Islands really got hammered twice.
So we really
Yeah.
want to send our prayers out to those islands. I can't imagine. I'll be honest, you guys, and Barry, you criticized me. Barry was one of my friends that's like, you skipped town on us. But I'm like, I don't want to be miserable in 100-degree heat,
No.
for days on end. Now,
Yes.
luckily,
Don't want the mascara to run.
No.
I don't want to smell like a boy. It's just not
Yeah.
attractive. Not attractive. Unless you're maybe working out in the gym, it's still not attractive. But I just, it was a great time to go see Mom and Dad.
Absolutely.
And Laura, you had an interesting situation. I know you went to the middle of the state. But
I did.
But
We went to Orlando and then, and it was fine. And then we woke up on Saturday morning. We have a dog. If we didn't have a dog, I'd have been in Chicago. Just like Cindy. Goodbye.
Right.
I come
Make
back
it a
to whatever my
vacation.
house is. It
Yeah,
is.
right.
So, but we went there. And then when we woke up on Saturday morning, we found that the West Coast was going to get hammered, not Vero Beach. So we literally checked out of our hotel and said, you can give this to somebody who really needs it. And they were like, thank you so much. And it was really,
Yeah.
we didn't need to be there.
Right,
You know,
right.
so we took our dog and all of our stuff and our purses.
But you were
and we
one
went
of
back
so
home.
many that were going
Yeah.
back and forth the state
I
because
had a
we didn't
friend
know
who went
where
to
the heck it was going
Sarasota,
to go.
had to come back.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was bananas. It was
Yeah,
bananas.
it
I
was.
mean, I wish I could have seen like a live
my God.
streaming of all the traffic in Florida,
Yeah.
over the
Well, you didn't want
course
to.
of... Yeah.
You don't
I
want to be going north and south. That was really, I had so many people with terrible stories. Christy from Citrus Grill House, who's a dear friend of ours, 17 hours to get to Atlanta. I would have just blown my brains out.
Well, and I
can't do that.
left Thursday. It was supposed to hit Saturday night or Sunday,
yes.
Irma, and I left Thursday thinking I was going to get a head start. I left at like 5 a.m. And it took what normally would be like a 10.5-hour drive home to my parents. It took 16.
Really?
And
Oh, I didn't
yes,
realize
I
that.
understand the pulling out the hair. I really thought I was going to be bald by the time I was there. And I said on Facebook, I know every back road in North Carolina or South Carolina, excuse me, because, I kept looking at the map going, all right, my GPS
Sure.
going, let's just off-road this bad boy. So
Sure.
at least I kept moving.
Yes.
Even though I went through Branchwood.
Places you never knew before.
I
Deadwood.
saw, just so you know how small towns I went through, is it Dollar General? I saw
Yes.
like like $12.
There's one of those in every little town.
Yes,
I know.
exactly. So that tells you all the towns I went through. But I made it, and then I didn't want to get in the car and come back. Not because I love my dear Florida, but I just didn't want to get on the roads with millions of other people trying to get back into the state.
It was a very
what a
difficult.
mess.
Yeah, that's why generally Jim and I just go east and west.
Yeah, right.
Because it's not, and if you can get ahead of that, you're okay.
Yeah.
But this north and south.
This
thing,
one you couldn't do that.
No. We did, but I'm saying we came home. There was no traffic coming home, and then we just stayed in Vero, and so I'm vowed to get a generator and some clear panel shutters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So because once you put that dark stuff up, I cannot live in the can, people.
Yeah,
it is not going to happen for me.
I'm a sunshine
lady.
I'm going for the hurricane windows.
Impact. I know that's every window that's going to be replaced is going to be an impact window. So I'm looking forward to it.
My friend Alan Hudson, he and his wife Denise live in Northport.
Oh yeah.
And so we were debating back and forth. Well, are we going to go stay with them? Or are they going to stay with us? And we wound up all just staying exactly where we were.
Right.
And while we were still in communication with one another, he had developed a great game, which he called Hunker Down.
Oh, I know about that.
You know Hunker Down?
It's a shot, right?
Yeah, every time someone on the news said, everybody out there hunker down,
you have to
take a shot.
I love it. Oh,
It worked out pretty well.
But you know what? There weren't a lot of hunker downs this storm. They stopped it as much.
They did.
As Matthew was crazy hunker down, but we had friends that were texting us. and
I
they just knew they were going to get us
I think he made up
annihilated.
some hunker downs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right.
We need to do a game like that on the Beauty and the Beach sometime.
Yeah.
Not today, but
No,
anyway.
no.
Well, listen, we got to get right to it because we have so much to talk about, you guys.
Yes.
But I do want to introduce our other guest, other than Barry Shapiro. Dun-dun-dun-dun. But I'm so excited to have a new friend in town here, and that's Bennett Gomez. So if we have applause, give it to him.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, Ben, can I call you Ben?
Absolutely.
Yay! Okay. So, Ben, I'm going to go right to it. I'm going to give you some pieces of a puzzle, and I want you to put the puzzle together for us, okay?
Okay.
All right. So
Can we
here...
tell everybody where Ben's from, or is that part
no,
of the game?
Be quiet.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So here we go.
Oh, shit.
Don't ruin it.
Wait, you're the producer. I'm the host. If you were going to write the script, you got to do it
I will
beforehand,
just
Barry.
keep my
Okay,
mouth
are you
shut.
ready, Ben?
I am.
Okay, I love it. I love his smile. He is so ready to be on Beauty and the Beach radio, even though he just literally flew into town. No kidding, from West Palm.
literally,
So,
my arms tired.
Exactly, ba-dum-bum.
we applaud you for making it. This is great. Okay, here's the puzzle. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. France. Okay. Coffee. New York. These are the pieces of the puzzle. Florida. Shipping. Bruce. Pastries. Art. Water. Mom, and a wild puzzle piece, Barry Shapiro. So there are your pieces of the puzzle. Now, for our Beauty and the Beach audience, can you connect those dots? Can you put that all those pieces of the puzzle together? Now, I'm going to run through for the audience real fast again. So it's France, coffee, New York, Florida, shipping, Bruce, pastries, art, water, mom, and bum-ba-da-bum, Barry.
Wow, that sounds like my life.
Is that right?
Just what it is.
It just flashed before you, didn't it, Ben?
You know, it's actually my life in a very consolidated way. Thank you. And here I am in Vero Beach, and it's a bakery. It's a French bakery that my brother and I took over, the beloved patisserie.
Yeah.
There you go.
In downtown Vero Beach, and you know the words that you describe is in a really short way is what's happened in the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
It's really been wonderful for me. Vero Beach has been the best decision I think I've made in my life. One of the best decisions I've made in my life, coming here to Vero Beach to be with my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I found this great little place in downtown Vero Beach that made it feel like home, the patisserie. And what happened in February was very sad. I came back and in April, and it was a very sad moment, and it really needed something, and it was calling on me, and I stepped forward with my brother's support. It was really important. Bruce, my brother.
And I'm going to pause you for a moment. For most of you in Vero Beach do know the back of the story of the patisserie, but the sudden death of the patisserie chef owner, previous owner Mark Edmonds, caused his partner, also Christian, to close the popular, beloved French cafe bakery here in town, the patisserie. So that's where Ben comes in. So the sadness of losing that temporarily, though.
And it has become such a key part of that downtown community, and a magnet for people to come off the beach and come to downtown and really begin to appreciate the art district, the local artist. It's just a really beautiful little part of Vero Beach that people are really beginning to understand how important it is.
Now, your background is shipping, but the art of this is very familiar to you, and tell us why.
So the reason why it's familiar to me, when I got into the shipping business in the early 80s, and I was working with the auction houses, the galleries in Manhattan. It was an amazing experience. I was so interested in the artwork and meeting the artist. I would go down to Soho for the gallery openings and introduction of artists. And at the same time, I'm moving the artwork for these exhibits, which was incredible. And when I came to Vero Beach, I felt that. I felt that sense of community, that sense of the artist pooling together, being together, co-oping together in different ways. And it just felt really good to remember that part of my life and then be able to be a part of my life today. Mm-hmm. And in Vero Beach. So, this has just been such a great experience coming all together, all the pieces of the puzzle, like you said.
And Ben's background in the shipping of the artwork, he's being modest, but one of his clients, you'll recognize his name, is Andy Warhol.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
he's dealt with the big dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And he is so excited to be right in our art district, which, of course, is what Barry is really passionate and working on here. And I'm not going to bring up the wild card yet, but definitely. So you're right at home on Old Dixie, because that is the movement of the art district.
It is.
So it's bringing that home to you.
It is. And, we recently had we hosted a party for Deb Gooch, and it really was fabulous. It was beyond what I could have imagined. All of her friends, people from the community, members from our city council participated. Really, it was just brought everybody together, and it was really what I want to feel, what I want to enjoy about Vero Beach, bringing people together around that art and around that community. So it was quite successful. We really enjoyed that. And
talking about bringing people together, you brought in your brother,
mm-hmm.
Bruce,
mm-hmm.
and you named it, the new patisserie, you named it?
Ferrier's Patisserie, and Ferrier is brothers in French.
Mm-hmm.
We struggled with the name for a little bit, and it just was natural for my brother to say, how's this sound? And I said,
perfect.
It is perfect.
Really? What does that mean?
Is.
And he explained it to me, and so we're very happy about how it came about. And he's in New York. He will visit next week.
And he's been in the bakery business for 20-some years?
Over 20 years, yes.
Yeah.
And his baker, Tony, is here helping us out, starting up the operation here. We're bringing in a couple of new bakers that are familiar with the area here. So the business is continuing to evolve and develop, and our products are growing. And we're really looking forward to making this season a huge success for the patisserie.
And for those former patisserie fans, you still have Papa on board.
We do. Papa, our master barista. Everybody loves his papachinos. Please come down for the
Papachinos.
pappuccino.
Who'd have thought, right?
Well, so Ben, so the ones that loved patisserie and loved that coming in for that cup of coffee and food and pastries, tell us what about your new patisserie, the Ferrer Ferrer. I even did that.
Frere Jacques. There you go.
There we go.
Jacques.
Awesome. Yeah.
For those that used to go and those that haven't gone now, what is the same and what is different?
Well, we wanted to create a similar atmosphere that was there before.
Mm-hmm.
So we felt that the most important thing was when you step into the patisserie, you still felt that place that you could go and relax and grab your cup of coffee and read your book and really just have a place to kind of go away to, feel relaxed, feel nice, be surrounded by wonderful artwork. I think we've accomplished that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we've gotten comments that it really feels the way it did. The artwork is beautiful. The place is laid out a little bit better. So success.
Mm-hmm.
We're bringing back the sandwiches that they loved.
Okay.
That was the easy part. The sandwiches, the salads.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that's huge success. The coffee, Papa, all these things are really starting to come together. The biggest challenge for us right now are artisan breads. And Mark was a master at his trade.
Okay.
Really. Spent many, many years perfecting that craft. And I think that is our biggest challenge right now.
Okay.
So how we're overcoming that challenge is we continue to interview bakers in the area in the trade of artisan bread. We're also looking at people that are in France. We're looking at people that are in New York, out west. They have to have that passion. It just doesn't happen scientifically with an ingredient.
Sure.
That's right.
It begins with a passion.
Well, and before we've got to go to break, but he said ingredient, and we are going to, when we come back, we're going to tell you why water is so important, why that ingredient is so important to what we're talking about today. We are here with Bennett Gomez with the new patisserie, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm Stuart Pierce, owner and operator of Stupendous Home and Office Cleaning Service. We have 25 years experience serving Indian River County, and our clients have averaged nearly a decade with us. You can always count on Stupendous to get the job done. We are dedicated to providing the highest quality service while being affordable, and remember, we're licensed, bonded, and insured. See our website or call for a free in-home estimate at 772-564-STU. That's 772-564-7839. Or see us at stupendouscleaning.com. 20% off your initial cleaning.
Join host Karen Deagle Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. on Waxy and 101.7 FM on Sundays at 7:30 p.m. for Speaking of Caregiving, Senior Resource Association's talk show dedicated to addressing the challenges and emotions facing today's caregivers. Sponsored by New Vision Eye Center in Vero Beach.
ITEX, or International Trade Exchange, is the largest barter company in the world, with over 25,000 members offering goods and services. We're a marketing company that brings you new business in the way of trade, with over 200 local members enjoying the benefits of ITEX, like lawyers, doctors, plumbers, media, printing, and more.
Hi, this is Liz Bowler. Contact me and find out why barter through ITEX has been smarter for over 30 years. 772-532-1881. Visit itex.com.
Beachland Cleaning Service has grown to become the area's premier janitorial service provider. Our service area extends from Melbourne through Fort Lauderdale. Our staff has more than 80 years combined industry experience. They're skilled, technically trained professionals who undergo continuing education so they can provide service that exceeds industry standards. Experience the difference. Call us today, 569-0799.
Beachland Cleaning is a member of the ITEX trading community. Your ITEX dollars are welcome.
Hey, you guys. I love Perrier.
It's
I
good.
really do.
I know, it's good.
I'm a Bubbles kind of girl, though.
I do too. I love bubbles. Bubbly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you would rather have champagne, I'm sure, and I would too, actually. But anywho, so we're back on Beauty and the Beach Radio. Lori Davis, what's going on with Dale Sorensen?
Oh gosh, we've got a couple of great houses, and trust me, people are still buying, sellers are still selling. Real estate is still very dynamic, and if you want to sell your house, please call me because there's no inventory. We need more properties. There's more buyers than we have sellers. Anyway, the first one we have here is a fabulous villa. It's actually a condo. You get everything is taken care of for you. This is in Bent Pine. This is 124 Prestwick Circle. This is a gorgeous home. It's been renovated. They put in hardwood floors. They did a beautiful built-in granite kitchen. It has a community pool. Bent Pine is fabulous. Gated community. Wonderful. 3-bedroom, 3-bath. It's about 2,000 square feet, and that's for $247,000. It's a fabulous house in great condition. We have another one here that's on the Barrier Island. This is in a place called Silver Shores, right there by the Village Beach Market. You guys, back behind there. Well, this one is on the water, which is really kind of neat. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It was built in 1984. It's got a great dock. I actually have some neighbors next door, so I can tell you these canals back there are wonderful, beautiful. Keep your boat back there. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It has a fireplace. People like that. A lot of people will say, I want a house with a fireplace. This one is listed for $769,000. You can get on the water in Vero Beach for that price. Is really good, and that's a great neighborhood to be in. So listen, if you guys are interested in buying and selling real estate, you need to call me, Lori Davis, at 772-538-1828, and I will be your realtor for life.
All right. Lori Davis, Realtor for Life. We love you. We love Dale Sorensen. So thank you for being our exclusive sponsor. Absolutely. We are here with Bennett Gomez. He and his brother Bruce are new owners of Ferrer Patisserie. Ferrer Patisserie.
Very good.
And of course, we're here with Barry Shapiro, who is the resident artist, right? Of the patisserie. Do you like that?
He's our guru.
Right? So, Ben, to wrap it up, tell us those key things that make your bakery, your coffee shop so special.
What's really important in making the best coffee in town, and we hear it all day long, the best coffee in town is the water. We know that the hard water is a little bit difficult here in Vero Beach. We recognize that right away. We went out and got a 7-stage filtration system, reverse osmosis, and we cleaned up the water from not so good to very good. And then it all comes down to our master barista, Papa, who works on the right roast, the grind. Every day he adjusts the grinds, brews the coffee, and voila, we have wonderful coffee.
So for all those coffee snobs out there, you dare them to come in and try your coffee.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I need to do that. I need to come in. We'll have to do that.
Yes, we dare you.
Please do. And we're also working on some different types of roasts. We focused on one Guatemalan roast that we absolutely love, but we're also trying some other things. We'll keep you posted.
Absolutely. And coffee really is your thing over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So definitely check them out. And we have beautiful Danishes on the table.
Gosh.
Real fast, you guys.
I cannot wait.
Can you just share real quick, Bennett, some of the goodies that are on these trays?
So we have here our croissants. Everybody loves the croissants. They're a little bit larger than the standard croissants that you see in town. We have our Danishes. We have some cherry Danishes, apple, and just the plain here. Apple turnovers are wonderful.
Great.
So just a few of the pastries that we have. Wonderful.
I'm going in for the croissant. It's late in the day. I'm like, that one is mine. I can't wait.
Open 7 a.m. to 4 p.m.
7 a.m., 4 p.m. We have a long list of sandwiches also. We also have some gluten-free solutions for those people that don't want gluten. And we're starting to do a little more vegan stuff also, just a few things that are vegan. So we're really trying to bring all those ingredients that they were used to seeing at the patisserie.
Excellent. And you know what? You're sprinkled with, speaking of ingredients, sprinkled with wonderful artwork on the walls by Barry Shapiro.
Well, it's not by me necessarily.
Well,
but
you've actually hand-painted on the walls. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, thank you. And it was fun to do. What we wanted to do was something just a little bit different for the new patisserie. And so we brought this we'll call it a French filigree freelance design that is throughout the place now and will be part of the design of the place. But also, more importantly, every 2 months, we will have a show of a new artist in there. As Ben mentioned, we have Deb Gooch, who, if you know her, she's wonderful. Next month, it'll be Jero Sullivan, and it'll swap out every 2 months. And it's great art, and it just enhances the environment.
Love it. Love what you're doing for the community, Barry Shapiro, bringing art, bringing beauty to our downtown. And then you're bringing great coffee and Danishes.
Yes.
I mean, it's a beautiful
food.
mix.
Good food.
All right, go check them out. The new Ferre
Patisserie.
Patisserie.
Awesome.
All right. We'll see you soon, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.